joined by our guest MAGDAH AMER, who is an Islamic preacher, and she's going to be talking to us about the concept of Eid and the benefits of Eid, the importance of Eid in the Islamic religion. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Dr. MAGDAH. So I just wanted to ask, could you tell us a bit about Eid and its benefits, maybe the lessons that we could learn from it?
Well, the concept of Eid is a day of joy, mainly, of course. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, قُلْ بِفَضْلِ اللَّهِ وَبِرَحْمَتِهِ فَبِذَلِكَ فَلْيَفْرَحُوا هُوَ خَيْرٌ مِمَّا يَجْمَعُونَ. The issue is, it is a conditioned joy. Conditioned joy by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that we can have fun and everything, but it is conditioned not to violate whatever is prohibited. We're not allowed to drink alcohol or champagne or whatever. I mean, there are limitations. Besides, it's a day, of course, where, as we mentioned earlier, that it's a gathering of the Muslim. We revive this feeling of warmth, of fraternity, of brotherhood, of belongings to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the night before even the day of Eid, all the Muslims, they start to express their gratitude to Allah and glorify Allah. The Allahu Akbar is the glorification of Allah. They testify this. And then La ilaha illallah is they approve the oneness of Allah. And then Walillahi alhamd, that means they are expressing their gratitude. And here I want to highlight why they should express the gratitude, because that day it is a very special day for them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has enabled them to achieve or complete Ramadan, extended their life until they reach the Ramadan, enabled them and give them patience and health and strength to be able to fast. And fasting, of course, during the summer is not that easy. Yes. And they, mashallah, they have multiplied and devoted all their time for worshipping. And as we know that in both Eid, before the Eid, 10 days before the Eid, Fajr wa layalin ashr, as it is mentioned in the Quran, Allah swear by those days that are special days. So before the Eid al-Kibir or the Eid Bayram, we have 10 days of, the scholars said that it is 10 days, whereas the 10 nights of Ramadan are those just coming before Ramadan. During the 10 days, we have we multiply our good deeds, and we are in devotion for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we have Laylatul Qadr, the night of destination, and inshallah we expect from Allah and aspire from Allah to, inshallah, to be among those who are saved from or emancipated from hellfire. So if you have times before the Eid is intensive worshipping, and this is because Allah has made it easy for us and give us patience for and reinforce our will, of course, to be able to accomplish it. And then once we arrive to the day of Eid, it's a very special day, and here I want to shed the light about it. It's a day of distribution of prizes. So can you imagine that this is not only Eid, it's a day of distribution of prizes, of our prizes.
Could you elaborate on that? What does that really mean?
So our prizes are numerous. Among them is first taqwa, or piety. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَتَزَوَّدُوا فَإِنَّ خَيْرَ الزَّادِ التَّقْوَى. Taqwa means, piety means to feel closer to Allah, to avoid, to keep away from committing any sins, and to be vigilant or be keen about being, applying all Allah's instruction. So this is piety. So we were like F student, and after Ramadan we raise our rank to the A student. So this concerning the piety. Also among the prizes are that our sins are expiated, subhanallah, because Ramadan ila Ramadan kaffara lima baynahuma. That means from Ramadan to Ramadan, it is an opportunity to erase completely and expiate our sins.
Start off with a clean slate.
And not only among the prizes is Allah has showered us with patience. patience اللهم أفرغ علينا صبرا, because we learned from Ramadan to be patient, and we need in our life to be very patient concerning our worship, concerning keeping away and controlling our desires and have self-restraint against all the committing sins. And the third issue and to be patient facing any tribulation. So this is a very important issue, is to be patient, even treating with people with patience, not to get angry easily, to control our nerves. And among also the prizes is that we, inshallah, we start to adopt a new lifestyle, a healthier lifestyle, concerning spiritual lifestyle, to be keen about, to get engaged in good deeds after Ramadan, and to carry on whatever we achieve during Ramadan.
Let me interrupt you really quick here.
I just say, they say, don't be كونوا ربانيين ولا تكونوا رمضانيين. That means don't be among those who worship Allah seasonally, and then once it is finished, the season, let's say the Ramadan.
Right. This is actually my next question here. A lot of people take Ramadan as a season of devotion and spiritual worshiping, but they forget that this should be kind of what they should be doing all year long. They should have the patience. They should be treating people well throughout the whole year. But some people forget that, and they only do that during Ramadan. So how would you encourage people to stay productive and have this positive spiritual attitude throughout the whole year, despite the problems and everything, the struggles that we face on a daily basis?
Yes, this is the most important concept of Ramadan, is auto-discipline. Auto-discipline during Ramadan, we knew that fasting means fasting on every level. It's not only abstaining of eating and drinking, it was a fasting of our vision, not to distract ourselves with something that is illegitimate, or fasting of our tongue, also of backbiting or slander or lying, etc. I mean, it's whole behavior. And whenever even they trigger you and to get angry, you answer as a faster, saying, no, I'm inni sa'im, he cannot get angry because he is fasting. So all this self-restraint and auto-discipline should be applied after Ramadan. Now that we have, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has reinforced our will, then after Ramadan it will be easier, because during Ramadan it was abstaining of whatever is legitimate, eating, drinking, sexual intercourse. But when it comes to after Ramadan, then it is, we have a stronger will against whatever is illegitimate. So, and it becomes a whole change in our behavior, our manners, our conduct, and we should implement this in our daily life. I mean, it's not temporarily, as we said, and then after Ramadan, we forgot and we erase whatever we've done and achieved during Ramadan.
So would you say that Eid al-Fitr is also a reason for people to get closer with their families and friends, a way to say Happy Eid and all of that, and this is sort of the Islamic way as well?
Yes. It's of course one of the concepts also of the Eid is to reinforce this kinship relationship, and to be more dutiful to the parents, for instance, to share with the needy, with the poor, with the sick. We can visit hospitals and orphans and share with them and feel this empathy, and to be more generous with them, of course, and to exchange why not gifts between each other, and especially reconsolidate the relationship with those with whom we had conflict. It's time or never during the Eid to visit them, to offer them nice sweets, whatever, and to keep the best relationship with the family.
It's been kind of a tradition or a habit during Eid al-Fitr for people to splurge, whether on eating or spending, and this isn't always a good thing. So how would you warn against splurging and spending way too much?
Well, everything in Islam is moderation. Moderation That means we shouldn't be like stingy, and we shouldn't be at the same time overspending. Like everything in the middle. This wasatiyya is the main concept of Islam. So the same for eating. وكلوا واشربوا ولا تسرفوا إنه لا يحب المسرفين. So we shouldn't abuse eating and putting on weight and then get sick. The problem is not only a matter of weight, is that this triggers all the diseases. So in general, we should be moderate and balanced in our life, and take initiative after Ramadan, and that this should be our, we should adopt a healthier lifestyle, and we should also worship Allah with full potential, not only during Ramadan but after Ramadan, reading the Quran, because we know that the Quran and the fasting will intercede on our behalf on the Day of Judgment. So many people, they will start to read the Quran during Ramadan, and then after Ramadan they just abandon the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, where all the instruction is read, and they should learn about it and apply it. It's not a book just to be opened seasonally.
So do you think that this is a habit that we need to change? I mean, within Egyptian society, the fact that we overeat sometimes when it's Ramadan's over, the fact that we only seem to be worshipping God during the month of Ramadan, we tend to do a lot of bad habits as soon as Ramadan is over. How do you think we can change?
As we mentioned, it's a day to express the gratitude to Allah. So it's not only to have fun. And having fun by eating and drinking and entertainment, and that's it. No, we have the night of the Eid. We said we have this glorification and to Allah, and then we have early morning a prayer. We offer the prayer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have to take a shower, and then to eat 3 dates. And then we go to and we wear, of course, new clothes. Then we go to the mosque from one way and come back from another way, and we try to glorify Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to be in remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it's not only a joy and that's it, no, conditioned by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is very special in our Eid of Islamic Eid. The Islamic Eid is not only entertainment or joy, but beside it there is remembrance of Allah and glorification, and especially expression. It's an opportunity for us to express the gratitude to Allah, and to deserve, inshallah, all the prizes we mentioned, and among them to be patient, to have good manners, good conduct, and control our nerves, not to get angry easily, and to be more generous, to feel sympathy to others, to be dutiful to the parents, to the neighbor, to the whole society, subhanAllah. So it's a whole conduct to have to adopt, inshallah.
Thank you so much, Dr. MAGDAH AMER, Islamic preacher. Thank you so much for
Thank
this
you, Hadi.
beneficial talk,
Thank you
and
very
hopefully you have a happy Eid.
Thank you very much.
And,